Hi, I'm Rob, and in this Gems of War video I'm going to show you my strategy for doing these severely irritating Pans Vale Epic trials. Now I'm going to use 2 times Nisha, 1 times Orpheus, and the reason is we need a boost up in power to make this as easy as possible, even though it's really annoying, but also 1 times Orpheus because in this current campaign we do have death mark gems and we don't want them coming along and just killing one of our troops, which would be really annoying. So let's take a look at this. This is a really bad set of troops we've been given here. I'm not quite sure what the dev's intention is with this game mode, because for me it would be to show how to synergize a team really well and then show new players how. This is really cool. You put this troop with this one and use it with this one, they work off each other and you get a really good team. Instead we get a bunch of Hombrites which work absolutely tragically badly together in one of the most useless ways possible, and it's just a battle of attrition to get through this and just rinse and repeat a same really dull method until eventually you win. Let's take the troops we've been given here. This is the order I'm going to go in because these top 2 troops do have reduction from skulls by 25%. That one does it, as does Seleni Guard with the bottom trait. But the top troop here steals attack from the first enemy, boosted by green allies, and shifts it to life. Now, don't get bothered when this troop ends up with 0 attack, because that will happen. It's almost impossible with these numbers on these teams to stop that from stealing the attack from your top troop, and then basically you'll end up with like no attack. Don't worry about it, because this is going to be all about this troop. This is the only troop we have and a whole lineup where we can actually target somebody. Everybody else either doesn't do any damage at all, or you're forced to target someone else. It's so daft, it is actually mind-boggling. This troop here steals 2 armor from the last enemy and shifts it to magic and deals 60 damage in my case and gains an extra turn. But yeah, from the last enemy, so forced to target the last enemy. This one steals attack from an enemy, but that's just taking attack, and shifts it to armor. It does give a barrier, which is important because Fornessa over here is super dangerous, dealing damage to an enemy equal to their attack, and then giving a big amount of life to all allies boosted by the damage dealt. So you're going to want to make use of that barrier at the same time. And yeah, then the top troop steals attack from the first enemy. So steal attack from the first enemy, no choice. Steal attack from an enemy, no damage, but get barrier. Steal armor from the last enemy and shift it to magic and deal damage, gain an extra turn, but to the last enemy. So Copernicus is the only troop we have to deal damage. Silvassi is not actually a threat. It steals attack, but doesn't actually do damage, so that's not going to actually kill us. Fornessa will kill us eventually, so we need to target her first. Elwyn can kill us, it does damage, and the silent one is just annoying. So yeah, we're just going to have to go for it here. We're going to have to accept the fact that we're going to have no attack in the end, I don't think, and just rely on this to finish people off eventually, because the more you cast this, the more you steal that attack, that last phase of the spell, and shift it into magic. So eventually you'll be doing a high amount of damage. Just got to keep the top troop reduced from attack. We'll steal that attack if we can, get that reduced, and then just concentrate on getting our bottom troop charged up. And do it that way. It's going to be horrible. It is not going to be enjoyable. Surely the idea of a game like this is for it to be fun. But I fail to see with this lineup of troops how many people are going to find this in any way enjoyable. Because it's just not a sensible way to put a team together. It just isn't. Right, so let's do this. Let's steal attack from the first enemy boosted by green allies and shift it to life. If we can get to a point where you'd have to worry about skull hits from the first troop, then it's not too bad. This is almost not worth casting in a way. It's the last enemy. I'd rather pick up mana for my Copernicus at the bottom. That is way more important. So let's do some of that. Take that anyway. 79 attack is still something I don't really want to receive on my top troop. They have got Hunter's Mark, so we can actually give them a nice hefty wallop there. Right, Fornessa's about to cast. This is why it would have been good to charge this up, but you kind of need everybody. You need the top troop charged up to take away the attack on their top troops. You don't take heavy skull damage. You need this charged up to continuously hit Fornessa, otherwise everyone's going to end up on absolutely ridiculous amount of life. And yeah, you need a barrier to stop Fornessa as well, so doing that damage. So very, 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 very annoying lineup of troops here that we've got. So let's get this while I've got it, even though Fornessa's probably about to cast. Yeah, whatever, love. You go for it. But we just keep casting this again and again and again, because we steal that attack and shift into magic. So, hey, it's all about just rinse and... This is... I cannot see any other way you can win this battle. All it is just continuously doing this. Casting this again and again and again. It's absolutely daft. That's from an enemy. We get a barrier, so let's do that. Let's take it from them to reduce their effectiveness. Don't mind giving them that skull hit as long as I get the mana. Thank you very much. I want to get blue. We'll play this fairly fast because basically there's only one way to do it. It doesn't actually matter if you leave skull hits, providing you keep that top troop of theirs on a low amount of mana. And keep on collecting blue and purple while it's there. Don't bother casting this. No point. I'll grab that. Keep the barrier going if you can. They're going to end up on a lot of life, the other troops, because of the way Fornessa works. The thing is, because we've lost that attack, we've kind of lost it permanently, because well, because once the first enemy, well, we can take it back, I suppose. No, we can't. No, because it steals attack and oh god, shift it to life. Yeah, so you do lose your attack. So yeah, we're gonna have to deal with that. And I wouldn't actually worry about that. Let's just concentrate on this constantly, casting this again and again and again, getting that damage boosted up. Eventually, it will be enough to kill people. What is this supposed to be teaching people about the game, apart from how to play it badly? So no blue, none of our colours. May as well do something then. Let's get the barrier while giving them no attack. Even Hunter's Marked, they're getting nothing. Might as well do that. Again, even though it's hardly doing anything, it's like start off with a bow and arrow or something. She does look, but what's been given her? I've taken the tips off the end and put like marshmallows on the end or something just to attack them with. I don't know. Right, just concentrating on this again and again and again. Wow, devs, this is so much fun. Cannot tell you how much joy I'm having with this epic trial. See, what I find amusing about these sort of things is their team or whatever it is, however they do these things, however they plan these things, they obviously, you know, sat around a table or something or whatever these people do, and someone proposed this idea, and someone somewhere, they all agreed that yes, this is the correct way to go with the game. What the actual fidgety fudge. No purple, no blue, so we'll try and get... Oh, we haven't got anything, so we may as well cast something else in. Don't want to cast on Fornessa because you want to keep on taking that attack to convert into magic for our other troops. This one here. I can't remember if I attacked Fornessa with that earlier. If I did, that was a mistake. You do not want to do that. You want to use your Caprinicus for that. Oh, let's give him a huge bunch of yellow. That was silly. But at the same time, I'm not spending ages and ages on these, you know, looking for each best move, because the way the game works, you can just decide to make you fail when it feels like it sometimes. I don't think I'm ever going to get to the point where I'm going to kill them. Not with attack anyway. Or skull damage. Just got to keep on getting that bottom troop charged up. Let's just hit him with that. Don't care if you have the skull hit. It's all about just taking away that. Working our way down slowly but surely. Now doing 80 damage. Hardly touched them with this, but might as well do something. But yeah, unfortunately this does look like the only way I can see to do this. And like I said earlier, or maybe highlighted earlier, and what's even more daft is like, this seems to be the way the devs planned it. Now, either the devs don't play their own game, or someone has got a seriously messed up idea of what fun is. Because this in no way, shape or form is any sort of fun. This is as dull as dishwater and then pretty much as uninteresting as you can possibly pretty much make the game. Might as well do that. No purple, no blue. And what's next most important, I suppose? Getting a barrier from the troops. And silenced. Oh joy. Right, we got another little bit of magic here. This is literally the only way to do it. Gonna give them that skull hit because they've got no attack. It didn't take it anyway. Wunderbar. Might as well do that. It's better than a punch in the chops. No blue, no purple. Just literally looking at blue and purple for the bottom troop. That's all I'm looking for. Apart from that, get a barrier. Or get the second troop charged up so you get the barrier for everybody. But there's that one again. Let's cast this again on Fornessa. Don't care about 15 damage. Let's get the barrier going. Let's cast it on the bottom troop. See, eventually they'll have like no attack, but a huge amount of life. But we've got no attack either, but this will do a lot of damage eventually. It's like, whose idea was this? Literally, it's like the worst idea ever in the game. Literally don't care about that little bit of attack. Don't have blue though, do have red. Let's take away that attack. None more colours are there, so let's get the barrier again because Fornessa's about to cast. Oh, 14 minutes in already, this is absolutely absurd. No attack, you can have that skull hit if you fancy it. I've got an extra turn. Thank you so much, game. Let's take that purple. And what next? Keep getting the barrier, I suppose. Or the mana for the second troop so we get the barrier. Oh, see, there's one of those death mark gems, you see. Oh, this might be handy because this should destroy that. Now the top troop is death marked. So if we can get a match on a Doom Skull which destroys a death mark gem, then that is a good way to go about it. Just got to be wary of that from the opposition yourself. Purple, yes, thank you. See, we've got like 5 attack and no attack, 6 attack and no attack. And they've got 10 attack, 93, 13 and 0. The only reason Fornesa's got 93 is because I don't want to take it, because I need to keep converting it into magic for this troop here. I keep on saying it, but I cannot believe this is how they've decided you have to play this game. It must be just to slow people down. It's got to be. They want people to spend hours playing the game for next to no rewards. Because if you played like an hour of opening your vault keys or an hour of gold farming or something, you can get some really good rewards from that. I absolutely struggle to see the point of this. Now what? Oh, just come on, the game. Just give me purple or blue and let it be over with. It's like so stupid. Oh. Yeah, it's shocking. This is back up to 589 odds. Life. Oh my god, we actually got some purple. Yay. Dear me. Don't want to do 0 attack, do I? Not really. What's the point of that? Let's get a barrier then, I suppose. Oh, goodness sake. You do the hippie hippie shake. It is what it is. Let's try and keep up with it. Oh, I just realised I managed to shake off that death mark, obviously. Would have been too much to expect him to die. Just give me blue, that's all I want to do is get blue. Or purple, I'm happy with purple as well, not fussy. It's doing 6 attacks, I'm not bothered about that. So eventually we'll have Fornessa on no attack, and we'll have converted this into a high amount. So eventually we will get there, but what a slow, horrible, drawn out process they're making people do this game with. Here again. Get in there, and then we can hit other troops with that. And take them out. Well, there's hardly anything to do with the first troop. Attack from an enemy. No one else has really got any. Armour from the last enemy. I suppose I could do that. Yeah, but our troops, our spells are slowly becoming all but useless on all but this one troop here. And she keeps on buffing them up, but they will eventually run out. What do that for? Might be the only move. Let's take that, that's an extra turn. Let's give me blue and purple. It's all I want. Ay, 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 ay. Might as well give them a no attack. Well, there's not much to say. I'm running out of things to talk about during this most intriguing of videos. If you're still watching at this point, then lucky you. Fornessa is towards the point where she's going to die. doing damage on their bomb troops slowly but surely as well. She buffs it up. But once she's gone, and finally, this hideous first game will be done. And this is what you got to do for the rest of them as well. There's no point doing that. Right, let's just keep doing that then. Hopefully we'll get some purple at some point. She's nearly gone. She's nearly gone, thank goodness. Yeah, go on, you do your silly bit. Oh no, the bomb troop in death mark. It better not. It better not, honestly. It better not. Whoa. See, that's why I was thinking about going with the Orpheus medals, because that was a horrible moment. Now we've been silenced. Oh, this game. Just give me purple. Oh, another death mark gems appeared. I don't need that. Do not need that. Got to look out for any doom skulls dropping down near that area. Oh, talk about useless. Almost tempted to take that. Drop the doom skull down to there. I might be able to use it to destroy that death mark gem there in a couple of moves time. Maybe. Maybe not. Let's get for Nessa another wallop. Right, let's do this. Might just do that. A little bit of that. Might actually get rid of this doom skull now, just in case it ends up benefiting them. Oh, two more have appeared. Oh, happy days. Right, so Fornosa, I don't even know who people are called anymore. I'm losing my mind so much doing this mind-numbingly dull challenge. But this is really the only way I can see to do it. And as I said before, the devs must have literally planned it like this and thought this was a good way to go about it. Don't know what I've done then. Literally don't know what I've done. It's like, what is the point? Fornessa, gone. Right, now we're doing 132 damage to an enemy. Now we can think about finishing these off with our only troop, which is any good in the whole game. Wow. Absolutely ludicrous. I should have got blue then. Let's get purple now. Any blue, any purple over here? Yes. They've only got 3 attacks, so it doesn't matter. Oh, I could have cast that then. Right, who should we get rid of next? Elwyn, he does damage. And he's got 1,000 life now because of Fornessa. So we have to deny them yellow and green now in an ideal world. Keep the barrier topped up at the same time, as well as trying to charge this. Oh, I've let him cast. No, I haven't. Right, let's get barrier going. So I suppose we better think about getting a barrier again as one of our first ports of call. Two of our troops have got a barrier, but let's hit Elwyn next again. So we've got to hit him another goodness knows how many times. But we do keep on boosting up our power. I'm going to cast this again just so we don't get hit by Elwyn. So this basically should work for the other levels as well, but it's just going to take even longer because you're going to have higher level enemies. But considering the troops we've been given, literally this is the only way I can possibly see how to do this. So enjoy it, because yeah, I can see how you're going to have an absolute world of fun doing this. Might as well get that even though I don't need it. Let's bash him again. Down to 600 now, we're getting there slowly but surely. Doesn't really matter, but I'll take it anyway. And some of that. Do it again on Elwyn. Get that first. So we're getting there. We will win. There's no way they can possibly win now, because we can just take away that little bit of life, not life, attack if we need to. We've been silenced. Happy days. Oh, I don't know. Anybody? Doesn't really matter, does it? It's not doing anything at the moment. That Medal of Orpheus kicked in then. So it's handy to have one at least. No purple, no blue. What should we do? Anything. Right, it's made some purple for us. Thank you very much. It's a 4-match. No one's getting any life anymore from Fornessa, so this is just now a matter of time. And if you're still watching this video, right, boom shakalaka, I'm a nutter in the comments. Or similar. Because you are a nutter. If you're still watching this. But hey ho, it had to be done. As well start chipping away at them now, so we'll take green at the same time when we can't get our other colours. Just going to do that, so they've got no attack for the minute. Oh, Elwyn got to cast, that was annoying. Lots of skulls everywhere now. Little attack though, so I'm not concerned. Nearly dead, nearly dead. And just got to do the other ones, and it'll be it. But yeah, I've said it a couple of times, but I'll say it again because people are going to skip forward, and rightly so in this video, and things like that. But this is literally the only way to do it, is to just keep on charging this troop until you kill their Fornessa, buff up its magic, except you're going to have no attack on anybody else basically, and pick off the other troops afterwards. Absolute insanity. And I've just cast that on the wrong person. Now a Death Mark gem has come in, see, you have to pay attention to them. Orpheus medal's kicked in. Let's hit Silent One with that. Let's grab some more purple. A mighty 1 damage. He's only on 32 now. Ugh. Even when I'm doing 1 attack, they get agile. Oh, here I have to chuckle. Right, Elwyn's about to bite the dust. Sorry, mate. You played your last strum. Not sorry, actually. Not sorry in the least. Oh, we're silenced again. And I still get agile. It wouldn't even let me have 1 attack. What the heck? Doesn't even want me to have 1 attack. Any blue, any purple? Let's see if we can bring any blue or purple near. Let's give the Silent One next, because he's the most annoying one next. Purple, thank you. So this is going to be like nearly half an hour or something for like this one battle. 30 minutes it is already for this one battle for such a small reward. And they still messed up the purple I wanted. One attack, I dare to get agile again. So yeah, this is the sort of thing you can win. I think even if you're a slightly lower player, this will still be feasible doing this. You just got to make sure you got no, keep on taking away that attack from the top troop and continuously cast your bottom troop on their Fornessa. Once that's out of the way, it's just a matter of time. But the trouble is, it's all about time, and flipping Eka takes a long time. And they, even though they've got no attack, they still get agile. Come on. I think this 20% chance to dodge skull damage doesn't actually mean 20%. I think the devs seriously need to go back to school to learn how maths actually work properly. Because the maths are just no way right in this game. Which I think is a bit off, considering a lot of people pay proper real money to play this game. When people pay real money to play the game, they should be able to play the game properly without fixed odds. Odds being fixed in the AI's favour whenever the game fancies it, because it does feel like that. I'm one of the least moany people out there for this sort of thing, but it honestly does really feel like the odds are fixed just to be annoying. How can we not get any purple from this? Come on, game. Still agile again. It's 20%. That means 1 in 5, you know? I know sometimes just because of the law of averages it will happen more than that. But over a great deal of time it will be 1 in 5. And it certainly doesn't seem to be that way. Well, nearly there, but I have to say this was the most mind-numbingly boring thing I've ever done in Gems of War. By quite some distance. And it's not because the game just turned out that way, if you know what I mean, like the way some games just turn out and it's like, it ends up a war of attrition sort of thing. It's ended up this way because the devs decided this is how they wanted this particular game mode on this particular kingdom to be played. They actually chose it because this is the only way to do it with this assembly of troops. So for that reason, I actually think the devs seriously need their heads examining. Unless their goal is to actually ultimately put people off the game or something, because that's all they're going to do by doing this sort of thing. Put people off the game. Because games are meant to be fun, and this just doesn't feel like fun. I can't imagine anybody playing this thinking, oh, I'm having a great time playing this, that was wonderful. This here is not even going to be satisfying when I do it, because it's inevitable you're going to do it. It's just a stupid amount of time it takes to get it done. Might as well take that bit of attack anyway. Just want to get some blue and red. Not blue and red, blue and purple. I've been staring at the screen now so long, it's like I'm stopping seeing colours properly, if you know what I mean. Everything's sort of blending into one. Couple more hits. And it'll all be over. Does that do anything? Steel armour? No. Oh, then deal magic, so might as well do that anyway. Doesn't really do anything. Just gotta wait for blue and purple. At least that was half decent. Oh, deathmark gems all over the place down there now. Keep an eye on them. Wowzers. So we're drawing this exciting video to a close. Come on, one more purple. One more blue. And it will do. No, 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 no. Oh, there's a blue. Well, gone. Well, that's ridiculous. That is absolutely absurd. And that's the first stage. This starry Billy Kid. Get more copies of the pet to upgrade them faster. 200 it says. Is that just to make you spend your gems just to make this easier? Let me see what happens if you do this. It's not too bad a value, to be honest. Works out what, 40 each? So anyway, that's the first one done. Only another few lots of that to go, another 4 lots of that joy. Anyway, I'm ending this video, but if you watched that all the way through, you're an absolute nutter. But I appreciate people watching anyway, and that is truly the only way to get through this ridiculously daft challenge. But there's a video. If you enjoyed it, found it useful, helpful, any of that kind of stuff, it'd be really cool if you hit that like and subscribe button, because that was a chore for me, I'm telling you. And thanks for watching anyway. Bye for now.